Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Dan. Alright, welcome to another video. Alright, in this video we're gonna be talking about pollinators and bringing pollinators, and beneficial insects to the garden. Alright, let's go check that out. Alright guys, yeah, so we're back. Alright, in this video we're gonna be talking about ways to bring beneficial insects and bees into the garden. Now, I'm not talking about honeybee, I'm talking about like cutter bee, mason bee, and the sweet bee. Three of the more common bees you find in the garden. Yeah, and beneficial insects is one of the component, and beneficial insect and bees is one of the component you need to have a successful garden, because pollination, all the food, probably 80% of the food that we eat is pollinated by a bee or an insect or ants or a fly, something. You need pollination. I was inspired to do this. I wanted to do it, but before I was more inspired when I saw Soul Gardener 74 actually creating a habitat for the beneficial insects and the bee in her garden. She have a beautiful garden, a lot of flowers and stuff. So she had bee, like a insect hotel, and this insect hotel is for like the mason bee, sweet bee, wasp, and you put this into your garden, and this is going to help these bees have a place, a habitat. So they're going to, with this is going to actually help you to even have more, production in your garden, because everything is going to get, pollinated more. And as I said before, this bee hotel, the bee condo, or the insect condo, you get in this that the mason bee and the cutter bee have a home in your garden. So they gotta leave far to come back. They're right there. And the mason bee, the cutter bee, and the sweet bee, they're not aggressive because they're not defending anything. The honeybee is more defensive because they're always defending their hives, for protecting. But these bees are harmless. They just going back and forth, pollinating, so one of the things we need to do in gardening is really to observe nature itself. I'll sit out here and just observe everything that's going on, and that's one of the permaculture practices too, is let nature work for you before you quick to spray something. Just make it simple. Do the basic simple stuff, like observing nature is one of the simplest things you could do. See what's not happening, what's happening, just little steps you could take to enhance the garden. And bringing in a bee hotel or insect hotel is one of the simple way of just bringing in a place that beneficial insects could actually abide in. And I'm gonna show you something what I observed, why I went this way as well. All right, let's go over there. I notice here, look at the peppers are falling off. That means they weren't pollinated properly. Yep. This one I actually took out a container and put it directly in the ground. So I keep in all the peppers, everything that need a lot of pollination in this area. Peppers, and stuff. Have this amaranth here that the seed the bees love here. So I'm gonna put in the bee hotel. I'm gonna attach it to that tree right here. I'm gonna get a couple more, because if you notice, they're dropping off, and a lot of times that's caused from lack of pollination. So the flowers are pollinated, so the fruit can develop into that full grown fruit. Yeah guys, and the more beneficial insects you have in your garden and bees you bring to the garden, is the more tomatoes you're gonna have, is the more squash you're gonna have, is the more pumpkin you're gonna have, is the more peppers you're gonna have. All of these need pollination by the insects around us. And if you realize the bee population, as I said in an earlier video, I wasn't seeing a lot of bee in the comparing to last year. There was a lot of bee around in the garden, and this year was a little bit just odd. And that's another thing. Just observe your garden. And I noticed there wasn't a lot of bees, so I was looking for different. I started planting. I'm always planting flowers. I'm a big advocate for planting a lot of flowers for the beneficials to come in. So this should definitely help. Yeah guys, so the bee hotel, and I bought this. It was like what, $6.99 on Amazon. So but I kind of get an idea, so I'm going to be making my own after. $6.99 is still nothing really. That's not much. So I'm going to be making a couple more and just adding them in different locations around the garden. But this one is going to be right next to where I have all the peppers and stuff, and they're gonna be going right around the garden, to actually help with the pollination. But I'm putting it right here just to help with my peppers and the other plants. All right, so let's go there. Yeah guys, so this is, I'm gonna be putting this right on the tree right here. And you can find somewhere in your garden and put it. Yep, putting it right here. So this is my bee hotel, and as I tell you before, this will actually help to improve productivity in the garden as well. You're providing a home for the beneficials and the bee population. All right, my next step will be probably I'm thinking about getting raising my own bees for honey as well, which I'm inspired by Lead Farmer. He big advocate for the bee, raising your own bee and stuff like that. And so I see backyard gardener, she recently just got her bee. Another person that inspired me to get involved in the bee raising is Major Honey. So there's a few people out there that actually inspired me was to start. Yeah guys, so I'm gonna wrap up this video, and just remember, if you could just do the simple things in your garden, observe nature, and you're gonna see a big difference. I tell you guys, I just started gardening, but I was always a big nature lover, a tree hugger, whatever they want to call it. But I was never, I wasn't growing anything at all. But I'm always, I always do a lot of long nature hikes and trails, and anything in nature just put me there, and I'm good. Yeah guys, so I hope this video help somebody out there or someone out there. And you remember, gardening is not, you don't need a PhD to garden. You just need common sense, just basic stuff around you, and you get it. Just doing all that work. So imagine when you add yourself in the equation, it's just basic stuff that you need to add. Nature knows best. It's just basic, simplicity at least. Just make everything simple. And I always believe in that. Observe nature daily. When you go in your garden, don't just try to, let me see what's killing my plants. Observe nature. See you know, think about what kind of beneficial insects you could bring in the garden. I use no form of chemical in my garden. Will never do it. You understand? I prefer have, you know, food that look crooked and look shaped, you know, before I use any form of chemical. You know, as I said that before, why would I put chemical in the food that I'm eating? Might as well I go to Walmart and buy it. You know, why would I grow it to get the same thing that I'm getting from Walmart? You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. It is, you know, yeah, but I know some people beg to differ. Yeah, just, you know, to each his own. Just to put it as that. Yeah, but for me, you know, I want my food that I'm intaking, that I'm growing, to be clean. Yeah, and the food my family's eating, clean. You understand? Yeah, so that's it. And that's how again, I hope this video helped somebody. And thank you guys for always, you know, tuning in. You know, remember, let's, you know, bring more beneficial insects and bee to the garden. Have a great day.